Many people have debated whether what the Chicago Bears should do with the number one overall pick. They have three options in my opinion. They got either trade Justin Fields and draft Caleb Williams at number one, like many people have suggested, or should the Bears trade down like they did last year, get a haul for the number one overall pick, and build his team around Justin Fields, or the third one is to keep Justin Fields, keep the number one overall pick, and draft Marvin Harrison Jr. at number one, the best prospect in the draft. Today I'm going to answer that question, and I'm going to answer what I believe the Chicago Bears should do at number one overall pick. So this year the Chicago Bears had the number one pick, and unlike last year, it's not because they were the worst team in the league. They actually had their ninth overall pick, and the Chicago Bears ended the season with 7-10. The reason why the Chicago Bears had the number one pick is because of the Carolina Panthers trade they did last year for the number one overall pick, where the Bears got the Panthers pick and the Panthers pick of next year and a 2025 second round pick and DJ Moore with the pick swap for the number one overall pick last year, so that the Panthers could trade up and get Bryce Young. The Chicago Bears obviously fleeced the Panthers and got the number one overall pick, and now have the chance to get this generational prospect of Caleb Williams. Now, many analysts and many people and many GMs have said the Chicago Bears is a no-brainer, go draft Caleb Williams, and I will tell you exactly why they're saying that. Because, I mean, when you draft a rookie, you get them under a rookie contract, so financially it's more smarter. You can build a team. It gives you more leverage to build a team around this rookie quarterback. And they got a new offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron, so everything will be on like a clean slate for Caleb Williams. And if you kept Justin Fields would have to be with the third offensive coordinator in 4 years, so that might be a little tough for Justin Fields. So I understand that point of view. Caleb Williams this year had 4,100 yards, 40 touchdowns. His rushing ability was really good this year. I think he had 500 yards rushing. Like, Caleb Williams, in my opinion, is like a Patrick Mahomes. I'll admit, like, he is kind of a Patrick Mahomes. Like, he makes these insane throws that Patrick Mahomes would do on the move, which I have to admit, I've never seen anyone like that. So Caleb Williams does have a lot of upside in him, and I understand why people will say, "Oh, it's a no-brainer. Go get Caleb Williams." Like, you should easily go get him. You can get him for a cheap price, and you don't have to trade up and get him. The reason why I think that they should keep Justin Fields, and this is my opinion, I think Justin Fields has shown enough this season where, like, okay, if you give me an offense that has like good weapons, like DJ Moore is a good weapon, but like besides DJ Moore, that offense is really not that good, except for maybe Cole Kmet. Like, Cole Kmet, I think, is a top 10 tight end, but Darnell Mooney has really regressed. Like, he's not been himself for the last 2 years. He's had like 400 yards each year. Like, he's not that good. And then Tyler Scott, like, he's a rookie. Like, he was dropping a lot of passes this year. Obviously, he needs time to develop. So if the Bears just trade down, I think they should do option 2. Trade down with New England or Washington, or probably in the top 5, and get Marvin Harrison Jr. or a top receiver, and get an offensive line. Because you need to build the offensive line, in my opinion. This team has so many holes. The quarterback really wasn't the biggest problem. The biggest problem, in my opinion, was the offensive line, the receivers, other than DJ Moore and Cole Kmet, and then the defense. I think the D-line was a big problem. And the Bears can, with a trade down and getting a haul for those picks, for that pick, they can definitely address those positions. But then I understand if you draft Caleb Williams, you can technically do that too, because you can put him in a rookie deal, trade Justin Fields, probably get a second round pick, and also build his team too. So I mean, I think the argument for both makes sense, but I think, in my opinion, the Bears are in a win-win situation. Like, they don't lose by drafting Caleb Williams, because if people say he's a generational prospect and he becomes a generational prospect, that's a win for the Bears. I mean, the Bears have been striving for a quarterback, man. They've been starving for a good quarterback, and I think Justin Fields is probably the most talented quarterback that we've ever had. But if Caleb Williams is what people say he is, the Chicago Bears are going to be very, very dangerous. But, I mean, Only time will tell, though. Like, only time will tell. Kelly Williams has not even been in the league yet. The draft combine hasn't even happened. So much can change in that time. But I think keeping Justin Fields, keeping the continuity between him and DJ Moore, building this team can be very beneficial. And again, the Bears, when Justin Fields came back from his injury, went 5-2 this season. Like, he came back, went 5-2. The team was basically 0-4. They were cooked. And the fact that they ended with 7-10 and could potentially win 10-7 is mind-boggling to me. And I think this team has improved. I think Justin Fields has improved as a player. And this season, I think he had like, what, 2,500 yards. He also missed like 4 games. I think if he didn't miss those 4 games, he easily would have hit 3,000 yards. And he would have got more touchdowns than 16. But I do understand some people's point of view. Like, I was talking to my friends, and they said that, you know, Justin Fields has not been clutch. And I do understand what people are saying. Like, he does turn over the ball during clutch times, and that's something he needs to improve on. But, like, it's also the play calling. Like, I remember the Tampa Bay game, and Justin Fields threw a pick because Luke Getsy called the same play twice, and it was a screenplay both times. And then I think against Denver, Justin Fields threw an interception in a game-losing drive because Cole Kmet didn't run the right route. I mean, you can put excuses. I guess I'm going to still put it on Justin Fields. Like, you shouldn't just throw the ball. Like, you should still have some sense of where to throw the ball. Like, I mean, the clutch factor, I guess it will only build through time. So yeah, I mean, without rambling, man, I think what I think the Bears should do is keep Justin Fields, build this team, and trade the #1 pick, and build this team to be good. I mean, this team should be a playoff contender with Justin Fields next year. Comment down below what you guys believe the Bears should do.